Hi, welcome to Diamonds and Crochet. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Erica. Today I wanted to do my Diamond Art Club Christmas canvas haul from a few weeks ago. I'm a little late on the upload, but I thought it would still be fun. And I also wanted to go over my Christmas plans. As soon as I finish Love of Learning, I'm going to start working on my Christmas canvases along with the current Christmas canvas that I'm already working on, which you've seen on the channel, Christmas Wreath by Fanira from the one with the diamond art. That is coming along beautifully. I'm having a lot of fun working on that kit. It's getting me into the spirit, and I'm going to, I think, try and bust out two if I can. But anyways, I thought I'd start with my Diamond Art Club haul from a few weekends ago. Um, I decided to pick up, surprise, surprise. If you know me, you know I love Marjorie Sarnat's gnomes. And Marjorie Sarnat had a new gnome diamond painting released. It's Under a Magical Moon. It's got 4 gnomes on it. I'm not going to work on it this year, I don't think, but I decided to pick that up. And by Eau Claire Studio, I picked up Gingerbread Chalet. I know there are already unboxings, but I thought I'd unbox these with you guys. Um, to be honest, I've already opened these boxes. I was going to do an unboxing with my boyfriend's daughter because she said she wanted to, but I never want to make her feel forced into doing anything she doesn't want to do. So even though I opened them to remove the trading cards because I didn't want those to get lost, and I also removed the toolkits, I think. And I brought them, and she said she wanted to do it. We never got around to doing it. I didn't want to make her feel forced, so I I just left it. I let her decide if she wanted to do it or not. She never asked to do it, so didn't make her. So these have been opened, the trading cards have been removed, and the toolkits have also been removed. But other than that, I haven't looked at the special drills or anything like that. So that part of it will be new for me. And I think I'm going to start with Gingerbread Chalet. I didn't realize how many Eau Claire Studio diamond paintings that I have and that I also like. So, yeah. Another diamond painting that I want to work on this year for Christmas is by Eau Claire Studio as well. So, all right, here's the pamphlet. Sticker sheet. It says thank you for your purchase. You open it up. Has the name of the artwork along with the artist, Eau Claire Studio. All the fun colors, the drills. This one's got a lot of fun colors. I'm really excited about that. And then a picture of the artwork. And that is beautiful. I love pastel rainbows, so when I saw that one, I did want it. I wasn't going to make a purchase of the Christmas canvases this year because I already had the ones I wanted to work on. But when Marjorie Sarnat's Under a Magical Moon was shown, I decided to get that, and I figured since I was getting that, I might as well get this one since I wanted it so much. And I didn't get, I'm not going to be able to show this whole thing on camera. It's a huge canvas. Look how pretty those colors are. I'll finish my thought when I'm done unrolling this. Look at that. She's beautiful. She's huge, but she's beautiful. I can't wait for next year. I'm going to work on this one next year. And I will find wall space for this every Christmas. This will have wall space. All right. All right, I am going to go through the drills. All these beautiful rainbow colored drills. I'm going to go through there. I'm going to find the special drills and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I found them all. It came with 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust. I'm going to go in order of legend. And this is a kit where the ABs are at the top and the fairy dust are at the bottom. I know Diamond Art Club is starting to transition all special drills to the back or to the bottom of the legend. This one still had them. Whoops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kick. This one still had the ABs at the top and the fairy dust at the end. So anyways, I'll stop rambling and I'll just get into it. The first special drill is this pretty corally peachy red color. Yeah, it's coming out on camera, kind of a corally red. It's really pretty. I actually really like it. It's on the legend, it is the number 1, and I am seeing it on the cherry and in the ice cream on the chimney. Let's see, I'm seeing it in here on these swirls. I'm seeing it in the swirls in some of the candies on the house. I'm not seeing it in the sky anywhere. I see it a little bit in the candy cane. Move the keys up. I see it highlighting a little bit in the candy cane and in the candies in the window here. So it's going to be, it's saved mostly for the candies. Highlighting some of the candies is where you'll see that drill. The next is 141. It's this pretty white AB. And on the symbol for that one is a solid white square with a black dot. And through the camera, it looks anywhere where you see this bright white, that's where the AB is going to go, right there. I am seeing that mostly highlighting any area that's got snow or what looks like it should be snow. In other words, I'm not seeing that really in any of the candies. I'm kind of just seeing it highlighting the snowy parts. Although I do see a little bit, it's hard because this canvas is so long. All right, I do see a little bit in the sky, like what looks like to me the stars in the sky. So that white AB is going to be highlighting the snow and it's going to be stars in the sky. So that'll be pretty. All right, the next special drill is a fairy dust. It is Z59. And maybe you can see some of the glitter, the mica powder glitter on the tops of those drills. It's a really pretty color. I love blues. That is an arrow pointing upward, or its symbol, I should say. It's an arrow pointing upward. I see some right off the bat. I see some right there in that candy. Let's see. I see some in this candy. It's a fairly good sized bag, so, oh, I see some right there. Okay, I'm starting to see it a little bit more now. I'm seeing some right in there. Yeah, I think I pointed that one out already. See a little bit highlighting in there. All right, I see some right here and right here. I see a little bit. Oh, you know where I'm seeing a lot of it? There's a lot of it in the sky right here. The ABs weren't in the sky, so I wasn't looking in the sky, but now I'm seeing a lot of it. This color right in here is all that fairy dust color. And I'm seeing some of it in this tree. It's the highlight of this tree right in here. So now let me look on the other side. I'm not seeing it on the other side in the trees. But that color is mostly in the sky, which is a nice change from the ABs only being in the candy or on the snow, like on the house, if you will, not really being in the sky. It's nice to see that there's one that is. All right, the next special drill is another fairy dust. It is Z666. It is the true red, and you can kind of see that glittery shimmer, I'm hoping. You can't have a Christmas canvas without red. That symbol is the line with the black dot on the left. I don't really have a name for that other than I call it the line with the black dot on the left. But not surprisingly, it is in the cherry. So it's right here in the cherry and in the stem. It's a little bit in the chimney right there. As I move down the canvas, it's spotted in some of the candies on the house. I see it in that one. That one right there. It's all along here, this trim right here. That's all that fairy dust red. And I see it in some of the candies spotted. I see it in some of the candy canes. It's a little bit in the candy cane stripes on both sides. In this one as well. It's in some of the candy cane stripe. Yeah, and I see a little bit in this very bottom peppermint. A little bit right in there. So that's going to be all over, which is nice. One thing Diamond Art Club does well is they spread out their special drills, and they do it in a really pretty way. Really makes the special drills pop. Their artists know how to chart well, I think. All right, and then the last special drill for this kit is a yellow fairy dust, Z743. Hope you can see a little bit of that glittery shimmer. Really hard for me to describe this one other than it's the double wave. This symbol is the double wave. And I do see a little bit up at the top here. I see a little bit of it right here. Here it is. I was going a little bit too high. I see a little bit of it right here and right here. And a little bit of it right there. Where I'm seeing most of it, Where I'm seeing most of it at first glance is in the windows. I think it's right in the middle of all of these window panes. It's going to make the light that's coming out of them look like it's really shining because it's in all of those windows. And I also see some of it kind of going along the trim of the windows. That's where I see most of it. I'm looking, there might be a little bit of it spotted here and there in some of the candies, but for the most part, its main usage is going to be in the light coming from the windows. So there, I am really excited for next year getting to work on this one. I will put this kit away and I will come back with my next one. And I'm just realizing that I completely forgot to say the size of this kit. It is, hopefully there's not a glare, 25.6 by 36.2 inches or 65 centimeters by 91.8 centimeters. So it's a little bit big. It's kind of a big one. Fortunately, I'm not afraid of bigger kits. So the next kit I want to show you guys is Under a Magical Moon. When I saw this one was released, I absolutely had to break my note by. Marjorie Sarnat's kits sell out so fast that sometimes upon re-release I was missing them, not getting them fast enough. So this is the one that made me break my no-buy that weekend. It's 28 by 22 inches or 70.7 centimeters by 55.8 centimeters. And I will open it up. I am a big fan of Marjorie Sarnat's gnomes. Isn't that beautiful? I think that's beautiful. And look at all those blues, you guys. I love blues. And this one I see has the ABs and the fairy dust all at the bottom. So there will be 5 special drills in this kit too, but 3 ABs, 2 fairy dusts. All right, this canvas should be a little bit smaller. All right, it's horizontal. This one's got the dreaded red lines. It's a square kit, so I'm not as worried about it. All right, let me pick up a side here and see with you guys. Yep, the red dots transferred, but it's a square kit, so I'm not as worried about it. So at least when I did my unboxing of Song of Artemis, I was bummed out that that one had the red marks on it. I bought some mica powder. When I do that, that's what I'm going to try and do to save it. I'm going to try and use mica powder in the lighter places, like on her face and on her skin. But this one's a square, so I don't think that I'll need to do anything with this one because the square drills should be tight enough and close enough together that you won't notice the red dots. But I'm not a big fan of that red dot. I'm not the biggest fan of the perforated covers personally myself. I use them when I'm doing it because they're there, but I don't mind sectioning off myself. I usually section off bigger if I'm doing it myself. But anyways, just a ramble. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Here are the drills, what all the colors look like. You can see it better from this side, I guess. Lots of beautiful blues with some other colors in there. All right, I will go through this bag, pull out the special drills, and go over them with you guys. All right, I found all the special drills. I am going to, again, go over them in the order that they are on the legend. And that starts with this red one. All right, so we start with this kind of deep red. It's pretty. It's AB321. It's a little bit cool toned of a shade of red. You can really see that AB sparkle, that iridescent coating. All right, the symbol for that, I don't know if I can explain it well, so I'll show you. That's the symbol for it. Kind of a white triangle with a line through it. All right, right off the bat, I see it in this guy's hat right here. And a little bit in all of his spots. I do see a little bit of it right here in this tree. I'm gonna move on down a little bit. I see it in this stripe right here and this stripe right here and right here, but none of the above stripes. I see a little bit in the plant and the flower beside her. And I see a little bit of it in the flowers on her buttons. I see a little bit on his holly berries and some in the spots on his hat all the way up, including his little pom-pom. All right, she does not have it anywhere in her hat, but I see it in her flower. I do see it in her flower. So all of the gnomes have a little bit of it. She's the only one who doesn't have it anywhere. So yeah, that's that one. The next color is AB741. There's just a little bit of it. I'm not thinking there's much of it. It is a square with a diagonal line through it. This one might take, oh, I see it right there in that spot right there. And I do not know if I'm gonna see it anywhere else, you guys. Right there, you see a little bit of it right there. I think it's wherever it is, a little bit of it right there. There's just a little bit of it. So the next one is AB5200. It's a beautiful white AB. It is the white square with the black dot. I'm seeing it in this snow right here. I'm seeing it outlining these colors in the trees here. In that snowflake, it's dotted around the moon. And it continues around, like in these snowflakes on tops of those trees or stars. It's not on these trees, but these trees, I've been calling them snowflakes, but they might be stars. And I see it around the colors of these trees. A little bit of it in her pom-poms on her hat. The next drill is Z720. It's our first fairy dust. Really pretty orange, like a pumpkin orange, an autumn orange. I call it the magic wand. I don't know what you guys call it, but that's it right there. I call that the magic wand. I see it right there, circling the yellow of that flower. I see it in her flower, in the very tips of her flower. So her flower is going to be blinged up quite a bit. Nope, I thought I saw it somewhere, but I didn't. Oh, I see it in the orange of the moon. I see it a little bit in his pom-pom. And right here, I see it as well. And I see it in a little bit of her pom-pom hanging. His as well. And his. So it's in all of the hat's pom-poms, which is kind of nice. It kind of collects them that way. All right, and then the last special drill is this really pretty cornflower blue Z794. It's a really pretty fairy dust. I hope you can see that sparkle on camera. It's the diamond symbol, and it's the biggest bag, and yet I'm having the hardest time finding it. I'm sure once I find it, I'm going to be like, oh, there it is. Okay, I am seeing it some now. I'm seeing it at their feet. I'm seeing it highlighting in the swirls. It's all over the swirls of the snow down here by their feet. I'm seeing it in her pom-poms a little bit. So she's going to have a nice blinged out hat. She doesn't have that red, but she's got everything else. I see a little bit in the top of his hat, in the striping at the top here. I'm seeing a little bit of it in these special diamonds right here in the sky. I see a little bit of it in the tree here, the snow in the tree branches up here. I'm looking, okay, I see some right there and right there. So far, I'm not seeing it in the trees. I was wondering if the trees would have it, but I'm not. I am seeing it in the stars on top of the trees, though. All but one star has that special drill in it. So it's going to be used in a lot of different places, which is nice. This is going to be a fun kit. Again, can't wait to work on this one next year. It's not a this year kit, but it will be a next year kit. I'm going to work on this one next year. I will be back with another box very shortly. All right, so now I'm going to move into the kits that I'm going to work on this year. And the next kit I'm going to start up as soon as Love of Learning is finished is Gnome for the Holidays by Marjorie Sarnat. This recently came into restock and I scooped it up as soon as I saw it because I've been trying to get this pretty much since it was released and I always wait too long. So as soon as this one came out, I broke my no-buy for it. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, you guys will be proud of me. I didn't buy the mystery box and I didn't buy the advent calendar, despite the fact that I wanted to buy both of them. I said I do not need them. So I did not buy them. I did buy, surprise, surprise, the Margaret Morales mystery kit. But there's the original artwork. Gnome for the Holidays by Marjorie Sarnat. All the pretty colors. This is going to have 3 ABs. This one's the old version. All the ABs are listed at front. Any number under 150 is an AB. And then down at the bottom, you have the Z's, which are fairy dusts. So 3 ABs, 2 fairy dusts. Lots of pretty teals and greens in this kit. I like the fact that this isn't your classic Christmas red and green because I'm not the biggest fan of those colors. The only time you'll see me decorate with those colors is at Christmas. I can't wait to kit this one up. Oh, she's pretty. I mean, he's pretty too, but I really like her teals, her greenish teals. So pretty. You do have some of the classic red in his hat and in the tree, and some of the classic green, but there's a lot of blues and teals in this kit, and I really like that. Again, this one's a square. It's got the pink dashes on it there. Let me bring it up to camera here. Where's a lighter spot? Let's test it. Yep, that one's on the canvas. All right. It's a square, so I'm not as worried about it. The only kits that I asked for points on were my round kit by Margaret Morales that just came out, Song of Artemis, and Mitsuchira. I believe it's Mitsuchira. The other Margaret Morales kit I got at the same time I got that one. I submitted in for those two at the same time. I'm really not worried about the square ones, it's just the round ones. But because I got those at the same time, I asked for that at that time together at that time. But I haven't had another round kit affected by this. All the kits I've been getting have been square, and I'm not really worried about the pink on the squares. It's the rounds that scare me. And because that one was round, I did want to get some points for that one, something for that one, because it's gonna show, and it's on her skin, and I'm gonna have to use mica powder, which comes out of my money, out of my pocket. I'm gonna have to pay, just little things like that. I did request some reward points for those two kits. I haven't any of the other ones that I've gotten that have been affected because they've been squares, and I'm not really worried about my squares. That round one, especially since it's Margaret Morales is my favorite artist, that one really bothered me to have these dashes on. But anyways, okay, rant and ramble on that aside. I'm gonna find the special drills and I will be right back. All right, so here are the special drills, and same as the previous ones, I'm going to start with the first one listed on the canvas and go from there. So we're going to start with this one, which is number 100. It's a really pretty soft olivey green. It's the symbol number 1. I see it right up in here. Pull it down a little bit. I see it right here in this ornament. I see it in the stripes of his hat. Just at the very top though, or her hat, I should say. That's her hat. I see it in the bauble hanging from the bell of her hat. I see it in the heart in his beard. That's going to be really cute. I'm not seeing any of it in the Christmas tree, but I do see some of it in the swirls down here by their feet and in the holly. That's going to be pretty. And I see some way over here. The next is 107. It's a really bright, true kind of Christmas red. That is symbol number 2. And I see it, it's not solid here, but it's kind of going around the dots here. It's hard to explain. It's not the solid color in his hat here, but it outlines the center of the dot. Like the center here, it kind of outlines the dot pattern. I hope I explained that well. Let's see. I see a little bit in the stripe, just a tiny bit of it in the stripes of that. I see some of it in the base of the Christmas tree and just a touch of it in the baubles on the Christmas tree. I see a little bit right here on her bell. I see it just, I see spots of it in details in the ornaments in the background. I see it in the poinsettia flower here. So that's literally going to be everywhere. Spots of it everywhere. That's going to be really pretty. I am getting so excited to start working on this kit. You have no idea. All right, and then the next color special drill, the last AB to show you is 141. And on the camera, it's these white spaces. It's a solid white square with a black dot in the middle. And as you can see, it's highlighting his beard. I see a little bit down here. See a little bit down here highlighting her braid. I thought I would see it in the Christmas tree or the dove, but I don't. I see it highlighting this heart right here and a little bit in this bauble right here. And over here. All right, I do see a little bit of it right down here. And it's right here in the swirls, right in here. So they just used that for kind of like detail work, but it's going to be pretty. And then two more special drills left. They're fairy dust. The first one is Z3801. Whoops, helps if I put it on camera, doesn't it? It's a softer, more warm-toned red, almost kind of like a corally red. That is the symbol P. And okay, so anywhere in his hat here that's not the AB color, it's going to be the fairy dust color. That's going to be pretty. They blinged out his hat. I see a little bit of it in the tree base here. I see it in the poinsettia in places. See a little bit of it in the heart on this ornament. Just kind of detailing places over there. I see it in her hairband right here, but not on the other side. I see it down here. That's where I see that one. And then the next fairy dust is Z3824. It's a really soft peach color. I actually really like it. I'm not a big orange lover, but I do like a nice, pretty soft peach. That's the vertical line with two little dots on either side of it. See it right there. I do see that in the dove in places, right in the chest there. I see it outlining all of his polka dots, or whatever you want to call them on his hat. They're outlining all of it. See a little bit of it in his nose and in her nose. I see it in the poinsettia. It's that peach outline in the poinsettia. You see it in the heart here. You see a little bit of it in the bell and his ornament coming off his hat. I see it in the stripes over here. If I pull it down, I see it in this swirl, and I see it in this swirl. So that's going to be pretty. They really blinged out his hat. They kind of left her hat out. She's got a little bit of the fairy dust, this red, the red peas. I don't think I mentioned it. She's got a little bit of the fairy dust popping, but his hat's got a lot of special drills in it. They blinged out his. Maybe because it's the red one, they wanted to make it pop since there's not a whole lot of red in this canvas and it's a Christmas kit, but I'm going to start up this one next, you guys. I can't wait. I'll put the drills away and I'll be back. All right, and then apparently I really like Eau Claire Studio as well because I have another Eau Claire Studio kit. I had no idea that these two other Christmas kits, Gingerbread Chalet and Magical Christmas, were Eau Claire Studio, but they are. This one's 22 by 27 inches or 55.8 by 69 centimeters. And this is probably the closest. All right, this one's got a toolkit in it. I think I left the toolkit in this one because I wanted to gift it to or leave it at my boyfriend's house for his daughter or his mom to use if his mom wants to diamond paint with his daughter, so they have an extra toolkit. I think I brought that to leave there. And then we didn't get into them because we didn't do it, so that's fine. Again, I don't ever want her to feel forced to do a video with me, but she showed interest, so I brought them, and she said she wanted to do them, but then she never mentioned doing them, and I never brought it up because this is my thing. It's not something that I want her to feel she has to do with me, but if she wants to, I'm open to that as well. She seemed to enjoy it, but again, I don't want her to feel forced into it. But yeah, Magical Christmas by Eau Claire Studio. There's the beautiful artwork. And I was saying, I think this is the closest to a landscape you'll ever see me do. I'm not really a landscape person, but for some reason at Christmas time I do like a decorated house, and I think that's what I mean, I don't decorate my house, but I like the look of decorated houses, pictures of decorated houses at Christmas, so I think that's what pulled me in there. That's a pretty one. I do hope I have time to work on this one this year. Not my usual color palette of choice, that's for sure, but there are some pretty colors in there. I will open this up, pull out the special drills, and be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. This one has 4 special drills. It comes with 3 ABs and a fairy dust. And I will start with the very first one on the legend. That is this beautiful green. It is 108. I really like that green. I really love the way that iridescent AB coating kind of sparkles blue on it. That is the symbol number 1. And I'm really pleased to tell you that it is pretty much everywhere that there is garland around the house, in the wreath, and even in the tree. So where you would see, or where you would think you would see pine in the tree, or pine in the garland or in the wreath, that beautiful evergreen, that's going to have this. That's going to have this in it. Really pleased about that. Very happy about that one. The next one is this 129. It's this very soft butter yellow. One of my favorite shades of yellow right here. I'm a yellow lover. I really love soft butter yellow. That is symbol number 2. I see it kind of highlighting Mr. Snowman down here in some of the, it's not all of this yellow, but it's in some of it on his belly. It's kind of highlighting right in here a little bit on the snow globe. Around the top of the snow globe, I see it. I only see 2 little dots of it right here on the Christmas tree. Let's see, I see it a little bit right here, but I see a lot of it highlighting right here on the house here, and up here on the house, and up here on the house. So that's where that AB is going to be. The next AB and the last AB for this kit is 141. It is the white AB. That is the white square, the solid white square with the black dot in it. I see specks of it on the Christmas tree and on the bulbs in the house. I see it around the moon here, but I do not see it in the snowman, and I do not see it in any of the stars or in the snow. So it's just going to be light reflect of the baubles. Which I think will be pretty. I think that will be nice. And then we're moving along quickly for this one. The last AB for this one is this really pretty pink color. I actually really, I know, I love colors. I can't, but it is a fairy dust. It is Z961. I'm hoping that that glimmer is showing up on this one. It looks like it is on my end. That is my favorite symbol. The vertical line with the black dot on the left side. And I see it highlighting the ribbon on the wreath. And down here, if we come over here, I see it highlighting some of the scarf. And those are the only 2 places I see that one. I'm really hoping I have enough time this year to work on this one. The only project I've got going for me planned until April is the custom diamond painting for my boyfriend, and I want to start working on that one in January. And then after that, it's just whips. The custom painting for my boyfriend in January and whips. So I'm really hoping I have time to work on this one a little bit this year. I wanna get this. I really want to work on this one. I bought this one to do this year, so I want to do it. This was the kit I was going to work on until the Marjorie Sarnett gnome for the holiday came back in stock, and I got that one. But I do want to do this one because this is going to be pretty. And I think this one might be another one my mom tries to steal from me. It's her style too. So yeah, I hope I was able to edit this so that it's not quite so long of a video. If you made it to the end, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I have a lot of fun doing these videos, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. It really means a lot to me. Any views I get, it really means a lot to me because I have so much fun making these videos. And yeah, I will see you probably next time I see you. It will be a whip and chat. but I hope you have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Bye.